And the top story this hour says, at a time when the taste of sugar has turned bitter in the country, amidst high prices of the commodity, the centre's decision to export 10,000 tons of sugar to the European Union has drawn flags from all the quarters. Even the Congress party has criticized the government's decision. What has baffled many is the fact that the decision came at a time when the ruling UPA government is desperately trying to bring down prices of the sweetener in the domestic market. The central government had on Monday allowed the export of sugar to the EU. Sugar prices in the country have been on the rise due to supply shortage. Sugar prices rose by 58.96% in January year on year. The exported sugar will be received by the EU duty-free under a special concessions provided for after conclusion of general agreement on trade and tariff.
अगर ऐसा कोई फैसला लिया गया है जिसके बारे में मैंने पहले कहा कि जानकारी कृषि मंत्री या उनका मंत्रालय दे सकता है, तो शायद फैसला उचित नहीं होगा।
आज एक वर्ष के भीतर जहां चीनी की कीमत 20 रुपए से बढ़ के आज 45 से 50 रुपए तक पहुंच गई है, जहां देश के लोगों को चीनी नहीं देने की स्थिति में सरकार है, वहां किस परिस्थिति में 10,000 टन चीनी विदेश निर्यात करने का निर्णय किया गया है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस सवाल का जवाब जानना चाहेगी।
And for more details, let's go across to our political bureau chief Asha Khosa, who's live with us. Asha Ji, Centre has decided to export 10,000 tons of sugar to the European Union. Now, when UPA government is desperately trying to bring down the prices of sugar, how logical does the move seem?
It's absolutely illogical. From a common man's perspective, people will wonder why, I mean, at a time when sugar prices are skyrocketing and we are told that domestically there is scarcity of sugar, why the government should export sugar to European Union. This is actually, a lot of strange things had been happening on the sugar pricing, right. And this is one of those. I mean, this is very, very strange, and there's going to be a strong backlash against this from the public.
Right. Also, even BJP has criticized the move, saying that this shows complete lack of coordination among its departments.
Yes, certainly. Like today, we knew that Congress as a party did not know that it's going to, the government has decided to export sugar. In fact, it's the Director General of Food Trade who has given a go-ahead to export of sugar. But whosoever has done it, it's a government agency, it's a government arm which has given a go-ahead to the exports. But so government has to own the responsibility for it.
Also, Asha Ji, is UPA government coming up with any explanation showing justifying their move?
Well, so far nobody has spoken a word. What they are saying, what the officials are telling us unofficially is that it was a long-time commitment under GATT, that is GATT, it's an international agreement on trade and tariffs. Under that agreement, India was bound to give so much sugar to the European Union, and mind you, this sugar is duty-free. It's being given to EU at the cost of state exchequer, which is really atrocious.
Right. Thank you, Asha Ji. Thank you for joining in. So that was our political bureau chief, Asha Khosa, joining us on the entire matter. Moving on further, AIADMK General Secretary Jai Lalita today refuted Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi's charge that her government kept sugarcane prices payable to farmers unaltered till 2004 and only allowed a hike a year later with an eye to assembly elections. The former Chief Minister said that the South India Sugar Mills Association had filed a case in the Madras High Court and the Supreme Court to restrain her government from announcing the state-advised price for sugarcane. The union government fixes what is called the statutory minimum price, while states are allowed to ascertain the state-advised price, which is generally higher, and this is what is payable to the farmers.